welcome to the Jewish Heart. We talked a little bit in a previous video about how to make emuna and faith practical. What to do with now that you have faith or you're working on your emuna. What do you do with it in order to make it practical, and how to start applying it into your life so it can change something rather than just being an idea and a perspective, but how to make it more applicable. And I think the video was actually called How to Make Emuna Practical. And I talked there about that the first step that you take is to start thanking God for the bad the same way you would thank for the good. Thank for things that are bad, because really it's all good. And I realized that's not actually the first step. That's not actually the first step. The first step is to thank God for the good, because that's easy. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to thank God for the bad. It's difficult. It might sound like it makes sense, but in reality, when something sucks, it sucks. It's difficult to say thank you for those kinds of things. So the first step is really to say thank you for the good, and to start and realize that all the good in your life, because that's easy. You're already happy. You're already good. And when you're at the store, right, and you have the money to pay the groceries, so you can thank you God that I have the money for the groceries, and realize that was a gift from Him. So yeah, you did go to work and you showed up and you did all your job, but who gave you that job? How'd you get that job? Or you got an A on your test in school, and so you might think that no, because it's because I'm so smart. But who made you smart? So start, at least for the good, because it's easy. It's easy. Just anytime something good happens, get used to saying thank God. Get used to saying thank God. So that's really like the first step, to start bringing Him into everything good that happens. Attach God to that, and then slowly over time you'll start to see how a lot more than things that are obviously good are really good. Like one time I was running late all day. I woke up late. Something else came up. I had to go visit my grandparents, and I got there late, and I ended up having to do way more things over there than I thought I would, and just the whole day was just nothing was going as planned, and I was a little frustrated, but I knew that God has something in store here. And it was like 11:15 at night, and I took the last bus back to where I live over here. And as I was getting off the bus, I bumped into one of my really good friends from like a couple years ago that I hadn't seen in years, and we were sitting and talking and catching up. And I saw that my whole day I had to be late all day so that I would end up on this last bus and end up bumping into my friend. So in the time, it was difficult to say thank you. When I was in the situation that everything was late, it was hard for me to say thank you. But then when I saw at the end of the day and I saw how all the things that had happened were all good, so then I was like able to like retroactively thank for all the good, for all that, because it was good. And you'll start to over time, and you'll start to just kind of get used to saying thank you about everything. But that's like really the first step to take emuna and faith beyond just a perception and an idea, and to turn it into like a practical application, is just start saying thank you for anything good that happens to you. Thank you for watching. You can subscribe to the channel. You can like the videos. You can check us out on the emunachannel.com.